In case you were wondering how things were going for Donald Trump with that investigation up in New York, this week it was announced that he has hired legendary criminal defense attorney Ronald Fisher, an 84-year-old attorney. So he's up there in age, but he is well known in the legal community. He is very successful, but he is 100% a criminal defense lawyer. So Trump has retained a criminal defense lawyer to help him with what's happening in New York, essentially to represent him with what's happening in New York. And Fischetti was not, by the way, just chosen because he's a really good criminal defense attorney. He was chosen because of his connections to other people who have served on Cyrus Vance's team during this investigation. One of those people being Mark Pomerantz. Pomerantz was appointed as kind of a special counsel to this group. I do believe that now he has been let go, but Fischetti and Pomerantz are actually from the same firm. So this was a very strategic choice by Donald Trump, not just because, hey, I think this guy can get me out of trouble, but hey, this guy knows one of the guys that was working on the thing, so what if... You see how the conflicts of interest kind of keep popping up here? Yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with at this point. Of course, you know, there's no necessarily a rule that says they have to recuse themselves, so it is what it is. But the fact that he has retained criminal defense counsel kind of gives us a clear indication as to where this investigation is going. I know things have been quiet on this front for about a week or two, which honestly, the way things have been developing this year is a little odd. You know, to go 2 weeks without any new news on this investigation in New York, that's weird. But then again, we don't know everything. Trump does, believe it or not, because they have to stay in constant contact. You know, now that he's got the lawyer is working with them, finding out what they know, getting information, so they know a heck of a lot more than we do. And if Trump, knowing what he knows from his previous attorney, said, oh crap, I need to get a better guy, then that's a big deal. And of course, maybe he hired Fischetti not because of his connections to Pomerantz, but maybe it was because of he wasn't happy with his current attorneys. Maybe he needed somebody who specialized more in criminal, whereas Donald Trump kind of just surrounds himself more with lawyers. And if you've ever met lawyers, if you've ever spent time with them, as I have over the last 2 decades, the lawyers, right, the people who know the law and they are lawyers, kind of do a broad range of things, right? Jack of all trades, master of none, essentially. And they can handle small tidbit little legal stuff, but if you want to go do a class action, you get an actual class action attorney. You want a mass tort, you go out there, you hire somebody like Mike Papantonio to spearhead that. Criminal defense, same thing. You get somebody that specializes in it, not just generic attorney. And that's what Trump has done. So that's where we are. And again, the last bit of news that we got about 2 weeks ago was that they were starting to interview witnesses to see who would be able to take the stand and tell a story that could result in a conviction. Trump knew that. He understands what's happening. And as a result of all that, went out and hired a really good criminal defense attorney. And if that doesn't tell you where this investigation is headed, then I don't know what will.